Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is The Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. You want to see more? Hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019. It's the Stage Racer episode number 31. Budget down for Team Ineos. Interesting. AG2R budget going up. So that could make things a bit more competitive going forward. A lot of new signings here. 12th of August, of course, I haven't gotten anything yet. And we continue on with the push here for the Bink Bink Tour as we just get started on it. Stage 1 is a sprint stage. And nothing doing on the sprint stage, so I'll see you in the following stages. And we'll go into stage 2 is a 12K time trial. So that's where I'll see you next. It's like 2, 6, and 7. The rest will be off camera. More prologue than time trial. We set off here and early. I was one of the last ones finishing after doing a quick sim, and I'm actually 26 seconds down. I'll check in to see if that was the bulk of the field or if that was just the back end, because when I did look, I didn't see any time gaps anywhere, so it must have been near the front of the field where those time gaps occurred. And if it's 26 seconds, really, maybe it was just time bonuses of some sort. Anyway, with more prologue than time trial, my prologue today is a 74, my time trial is a 77, so we're probably averaging out at about a 75, a little over a 75, 75 and a quarter maybe. And first place so far, of course, there's only been about 10 riders or so, but we're in a pretty good shape to go to the top of the leaderboard so far. How far above the others are we? A whole whopping 2 seconds. Of course, it's only 12K, so it's short. Let's see how quickly we're coming up on our teammate Soto, who's almost out of energy and not yet to the finish. 2K to go. $1K to go. Start off final acceleration here and attack it in to the finish. And we go right to the top of the leaderboard. Only 7 seconds though, so 2 minutes covering top to the bottom of the field so far. I'll speed it up and see how long this time lasts. Look the other way. See a little more action. And we're off the top of the list, so we will not win the stage. But we are looking for that top 30 again, as this was mostly prologue. I think it might be right about a 75 was my average for this one today. Down to 7th. Ermino, my career mode rider, slipping to 3rd there. Tony Martin only in 5th, one of the world's best time trialists. Of course, he's not of the age that he used to be, and he's no longer one of the best in the discipline. Still a bit surprising that he wouldn't be on top of the standings, at least at this point, until you come into the real heavy hitters late on. But I'm already down to 16th place, and plenty of riders still to go. So top 30, yeah, I might hang on to it, but I'm definitely not going to be top 20. Already 17th. My entire team's done. I've only dropped 1 spot for a really long time here. So that's a good thing. We might just hang on to a top 20 at 18th, or at least at this rate. I just don't know how many riders are left. Down to 20th now. And Salvis and Youngles both moving into the top 3. I just moved outside of the top 21. Still 23rd, 24th. '25th now, 26th. Wow, it's a big field. I've got to be just about done by now. Oh, I don't see anybody else. Okay, hey, we did it. We got the goal inside the top 30, and Mads Peterson, a full 10 seconds faster than anybody else. How in the world did he do that? Yves Lampaert second, Bowman third. That's insane that he was able to get that much separation. And tell him I was only about 22 seconds down. Caleb Ewan won the first stage and apparently picked up some additional points. 8 points. Wondered, maybe he was in the breakaway the first time. Picked up 3 and 2 seconds. That would have been 8. 10-second time bonus for winning. 18. It's still not the 26 seconds I was down overall. Young rider classification, 36 seconds off the pace in 9th. So there's where I'm at, 36 seconds down overall. That's pretty far down the pecking order. And with only a couple stages to really decide it, this is not the tour that's built for me. I don't really expect anything in the overall. We've got some sprint stages coming up, and I'm just going to deal with the consequences of the quick sim. I've got enough series, enough time, busy enough that I just don't have time to sit through all those stages just to make sure that I'm in the peloton at the end and not actually get anything out of them. So I'll take my chances, I'll roll with the punches, and I'll see you for those last couple stages. Interesting update. It's head scratcher, but whatever. So first off, let's do the male updates. So Oliver Nassen extending, Gaviria going to AG2R and their bigger budget. Viviani going to Lotto Soudal. My team, Antwerp, budget is going down. Of course, if I'm leaving the team, then that'll make up for it. Paddy Bevan extending. Groenewegen extending with Jumbo-Visma. Maas going to Movistar. Lopez going to Koenig Quick-Step. Yates and Fuglsang extending. Now, in the Bink Bank Tour, this is where the odd things have happened. So, stage 1, I still couldn't tell you what exactly happened there. Why a perfectly flat sprint stage ended up with some sort of split, even though I never saw a time split. And then stage 2, well, okay, fine, whatever. We got our top 30. Stage 3, sprint stage. Totally flat. Nothing to it. Stage 4, sprint stage. Totally flat. Absolutely nothing to it. Oh wait, there's a single cobbled section in the middle of the stage. One cobbled section right there. So, the quick sim, with a cobbled section in mind, assumed that it was a classic stage. So Wout van Aert won by a half minute over everybody else, and then there was giant splits. Split after split after split after split, and we were like 3 minutes behind. Stage 5, totally flat. Sprint stage, 200k. Oh, there's one cobbled section. Same result. Wout van Aert won. He had 2 guys with him this time. And then there was a group 30 seconds behind, and then there was a group a minute behind, and there was a group a minute and a half behind, and then my group was like 3 minutes behind. One cobbled section right at the beginning of a stage. You think that's going to split the field? Right. Now, I'm not saying that there wasn't wind, that there wasn't other factors. Maybe there could have been. But, well, Van Aert wouldn't be the one winning if that was the case. He's the cobbled specialist. He's the classics rider, not the I'm going to beat the wind by myself and win solo. Stage 6, this is a hill stage, supposedly. That's not a hill stage. Stage 7 actually is the cobbled stage that Wout van Aert's probably going to go and win. I'm going to skip stage 6 because I'm not going to win that. There's nothing there. And we're going to skip straight into the halfway point of stage 7 and try to have a little bit of fun, at least with that one. Because the race itself, totally out of reach. We're in 78th place, going backwards for no reason whatsoever. Well, we see our overall position, I suppose. Again, with they considered that a hill stage, so I get a top 5. That's probably better than what I would have been able to do myself, considering their idea of how they run these simulations versus what the reality of the layout is drastically different. So that should move me up the order a little bit, but you can see there's huge time gaps. As Peterson's still in the lead, Wout van Aert is up to second, and then a comfortable gap from those two on down. Van der Poel up here, surprised he didn't go off and win with his amazing cobble rating. Oh, Van Aert's actually even higher. You can see why these guys are at the top of the standings. And that moved me up to 42nd place. Not in a good position to be, but anyway, final stage, we'll have some fun with that. Alright, so 150 kilometers to go here on the final stage. The objective was to play the role of Barrador and get into the breakaway for a whopping 150 kilometers. So we're at it. We're in it. And the field was worryingly staying close, staying tight. They were fighting to keep us around. And they were holding us at about a minute and a half for a good 45 kilometers or so. Or at least 40 kilometers. I don't remember exactly the length of the stage, but they did finally sit up a bit. It's a 207 kilometer stage, and we're over 70k in at this point. So I should be getting my halfway bonus here fairly soon. There it is, 75%, or 75 of 150k, 50% of the way there. With that check-in, we're getting pretty good results today on that overall. It's also the final stage, so I'll get some sort of feedback for this World Tour race. But this is just one that was not catered to our style at all. A significant lead would be something we could maybe go on with, but they've already pulled back 30 seconds after letting us get out to 4 minutes. Well, really almost 4.5 minutes, so they've pulled back just about a minute, and we haven't even hit the cobbled sections. And with the likes of Van Aert and Van der Poel, Van Avermaet, all in the field for this race, got zero chance of coming away with the win. But what we do have a chance of is if we're lucky enough, the field will already be split by the time they catch up to us, as we still have a 3+ minute lead. So if the field is already split by the time they catch us, and we don't waste too much energy and we conserve, even if we end up getting dropped by the group at some point, maybe we can kind of hang on to the next group and stay alive for a while and get a decent finish, top 50 on the day. But my cobble rating, even today with the +1 race day condition, is only a 60. My flat rating is a 64. Where I'm good, the mountains, the hills, and there's the first cobbled section. We're into it. That was awfully quick. Didn't see that coming. Just 900 meters. Short, sweet, not severe, but we've got a lot of sections coming up. That's the first one. And almost every single one of them is uphill. And that's the one thing going for me, is that they're all uphill. They're cobbled and they're uphill. So I could at least replace my flat rating combined with my cobble rating to at least my mountain or hill rating combined with my cobble rating. And that is something I like. Gonna get water right before we go in. And up, up, up we go. Wow, look at that. I'm going to get dropped already. I'm going to get dropped on just the second climb because I'm that bad of a cobble rider. I was giving the energy output necessary. I'm just terrible on the cobbles because it was a 4-star section, where meaning it really used that cobble rating over anything else. I wasn't the only one dropped, but I got dropped by 1.5 minutes there. Wow, that was ridiculous how bad I was through there. That's going to destroy the peloton. All 144 came through just fine on the previous section, but that was rough. Okay, next one, 1.1k, 5.3% gradient, steep again to the end, and it's a 3-star section. See just how far away those guys got. They went back together. Oh, there's Herman. Oh, Van Gessel. That's a good rider. We're going to be hitting these again. It's the same 3, isn't it? With another hill right before it.
Some riders try to use the verge to avoid the
it is.
But it's at the risk of getting a flat tire.
It's the same 3 we're going to be hitting again and again. So those 4-star, 3-star sections are they're going to destroy me. They are going to destroy me. Sit up a little bit, try to recover some energy here across this flat section.
It's a puncture.
You can see I'm already almost done. And the peloton's already down to 24 riders. I'm still 2 minutes ahead of them. 2 minutes behind the 5 riders that I was with. So I really need to make something of this section, and it's not happening at this point. Can we sit up enough to recover here? Come on. This is just a hill. Come on, kick into recovery. 139. That should be recovery. There it is. There's recovery starting to happen. Peloton's back up to 58, and they're just behind me. But with a little recovery, I just lost 2 minutes, which sucks, but I should be able to recover a bit now. Beck is the only one here from the team left, and he's going to protect me. I'll get through this first one okay. It's just when we hit the second one where we're in trouble. You can see just how quickly I went backwards during that at a 73. So here we go. We're going to hit this section again, this 4-star 1.1k, 6% gradient. It's not like it's severe. It's just, it's the cobble rating. So try to move forward. Try to move forward, and I'm going to go backward instead. Go times 2 speed here.
Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching.
Oh, we got a big grouping back together. I'm out of energy just like that. Just that little climb just destroyed me. Oh my goodness. I can't say little climb. Cobbled section. That's what destroyed me, is the cobbles. It's back to just Beck and I, but we are now well off the back of the front group. But you can see that the gaps are very small in between the groups right now. So there's going to be plenty of yo-yoing, but the main group is already onto the cobbled section. With the favorites, of course, all up there. And then just this big staggered group, 78 riders in between. Just struggling to stay alive at this point. 40k to go overall. well off the back. Got a few groups coming together here. Bunching up. On to the first climb yet again. Coming up on that second one. Oh, a different... Wait, we're heading to a different one? No. No, we're heading to the severe one again.
That's another rider with a flat tire. The road is
Oop,
really
Vantage
treacherous.
Jack. Poor guy. Let's go, go, go,
Some cobble
go.
sections are very narrow.
Row, row, row your boat.
Position to avoid falls or breaks in the peloton.
Slowly up the cobbles.
Leader is falling behind.
I'm so slow, I get my butt kicked. Yes, that's the game. Slow this down a little, huh? We're alone right now.
Tires are raining.
In group 20 on the road. Off the back. Oh, now Beck's giving me orders.
Your riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires.
"12 minutes off the back already. It's amazing how fast that happens. Oh, Beck got water. Thanks, buddy. Alright, so we're going to hit the final one, but then there's still
There are just
a 1-2 for the next time. So it's halfway up the difficult 4-star one is the finish. So we've got basically a half lap of our circuit. Almost there. The race isn't won yet. How am I this close? Very confused. I'm 15 minutes behind. How am I 1.5K? It just never showed the top 20. I'm that far down. I finished 105th. My goal was top 50. I was hoping that being in the breakaway would help me out some, but those cobbled sections were brutal. I'd love to take this stage with my Classics rider, though. Okay, we'll speed it up to the end. Difficult cobbled section, uphill. My hill rating didn't help at all. My cobble rating just destroyed me. I still was the highest finisher in my team. So there's, there's that. Hey, I got into the highlight reel. That was where I started the breakaway. Van Gessel takes the win. Whew. Van der Poel takes second, a minute and a half behind. Niels Pollitt with him, but in third. Tennyson, Van Aert, Taylor Phinney, Stagenkold, Van Barl, Peterson, Van Avermaet, Van Gessel. It's a good rider. That's somebody that I'm looking at for the career mode, trying to see if I can get them signed. I think they're a little bit out of reach, but their rating is definitely not that high. So Mads Pedersen does enough to keep the overall. Van Aert keeps second. Murray Vanderpool moves up to 4th. Pollitt moves up to 8th. I probably went down the order a little bit. Oh, down to 99th. Stayed in the top 100. There you go. That was brutal. That was brutal. But I pick up 90 points. I'll take that for first time in a world tour going for the long break. I also pick up a very good evaluation. I didn't get my full 150 because I got dropped real quick there. That was only worth 3 points. Really? Dang you. You hate me, don't you? My team boss really does not like me. That's my general impression, anyway. Alright. We're going to play the Newswire game for a little bit here and see, because I have a feeling that I'm going to get a notice soon. It's 20th of August. I should be getting something in the mail about a proposed offer. So we're going to keep an eye on this. Okay, a bunch of secondary teams and their budget allocations. I'm just about to hit my fitness peak, so there's another thing to keep an eye on. Monkey Town, budget down. X development team. Budget's going to be up for them. I'm now halfway to level 16. And we might be pushing into September. There it is. There it is. Offer by CCC. Big ol' hefty offer, too. I'm definitely hitting that happy zone of becoming a quality writer. That's the one I wanted anyway, so we're going to be moving on to CCC with Van Avermaet, Paddy Bevan, and Michael Gogol. And there you go. We're going to move on to World Tour status next season. It's only 27 points per season, but the next time around, re-signing should up that a lot if we stay with them again. Take the confirmation. And we'll see where that puts the team in the status. Make sure they're not facing relegation to Continental Pro. Alright, contract formalized. And let's see here. The rankings. Okay, there's your big three. Wow, that's a different big three. Ineos is outside of it. Movistar is outside of it. Sport appears to be changing. I was not enough to bump us to a 4-star. We stay at 3.5 star and only 15th. So CCC is very much going to be on the bottom edge. Of course, in game, right? If you've been following this, I started this series the day the game came out. The database has changed. Not drastically, but the database has definitely been updated since the day that the game came out. So like my career mode, I only had a few jerseys to choose from when I was going into the sponsor selection. And for that series and this series, the big thing is that CCC was BMC. It was updated to become CCC, but it was only updated to a point, so it's actually a Polish team registered now. It still has co-ownership by an American. There's still a bunch of Americans on the team, And as far as I know, they still do. They have a base in Poland and they have a base in the U.S. that they operate out of, is what I've heard, but I'm not certain on. But anyway, it's no longer an American team. It's just a team that's got a bunch of Americans. But because this series started on the day the game was released, the database was not updated yet. It wasn't converted. So in-game, CCC is still an American team. Okay, with that out of the way, continue on. Our status is not fully secure, is it? There is no guarantee that we are going to stay as a World Tour team without any further signings. This is... okay, this is Antwerp's work. Wow, yeah, see, at the moment, we only have 11 riders signed. So there's a long ways to go yet. And I'm actually the highest on the list currently. And all the other riders that are signed up are all CCC guys. So they've not gone off to sign any other new riders as of yet. Yellow is next year's. So right now we're down on cobble rating from where we were, but the GC rating went up a lot with their new signing. Hey, that's me. Today I am cycling Royalty. That's right. The elusive, the rare, the special, +5 race day condition. I am on a fitness peak. That is the base for it. That gave me the +2. But beyond that, I pulled in a +3 additional on the roll. So today I have an 85 mountain. I've got an 83 hill. And the resistance is plenty at 82 to get the job done. Now, here's the only thing that could be a factor is that my sprint, it's a 59. My acceleration's a 76. So no guarantees on those part as we hit the first of the day's climbs. Hills stage, I was only about 5th favorite, but the team knew that I was on a fitness peak. Oh no, they don't care that I'm on a fitness peak. They just do what they do. And always assume that no matter what happens, I am going to win. So, final climb is not really suited to being the breakaway point. It's 7K from the finish. There's only a little bit of it downhill. It's not long enough to really get away, so I'm going to have to do some work earlier than that, I think, if I'm going to win at the end. The climbs themselves might need to be difficult. Maybe I need to put my teammates on the front. I've got full team at my disposal. So maybe beginning at that category, the third category 3 climb, the middle one, the high point of the day, I will actively get my team charging at the front, pulling, thinning the group out, and then maybe over the uncategorized climb, similar to the one I just went over. At that point, I'll be solo or close to it, get the field down to a very thin group so that on the final climb I can attack what's left. I don't want to be solo for 20K. That wouldn't be good because my flat rating still is only a 67. So, no cycling Royalty on the flat. Downhill's good as 75. I certainly should be able to get away on that final one, but getting far enough away to stay away, it's going to be really hard on such a short climb. And I don't think that that's going to be the right time to attack. I think I need to do something earlier than that. I'm loving, though, that the field, barring Marita right now, is pushing pretty hard themselves.
up front are asking serious questions of the
Speed
riders
it
in the
up
rear.
here
More of them are
for
left
the
in wake.
moment. Gonsalves still bringing water up. He has not made it back yet as we're hitting this climb, so he's wasting a lot of energy in that chase. "115 riders in the peloton, and we just caught the last breakaway rider. Stefan Kung. Not sure why he's at the front. It's like who from AG2R is not at the front, because they've got almost their entire team here. There's Gonsalves with the water, and job done, and we're almost to that climb. Malicelli and Boak are already off the back, so no help from them. Lastra's in the best shape, and is a pretty good climber. Gonsalves should be that next best one, maybe. Maria's going to be good for the hills, but these two need to come forward. Set him to relay for now, not 99 though. Just casually bring it on forward, please.
The peloton has slowed down a bit.
There we go. Did Maria make it up here yet? Not quite. So let's get Gonsalves to follow Soto for now. And then Maria. Come on up the order, please. Okay, Soto's done. Back to Otto. I do have 3 opportunities for teammates to go above and beyond. Why don't we do one here? And relay at a 92. Wow, he's not going quickly at a 92, is he? He's getting swallowed. What is going on, dude? Jeez. Come on, Gonsalves. Bring us back up. I hate when my team just falls flat on their face when they have a task. Because now suddenly I'm down to 1 rider. Make sure I'm getting through here as well. Now it's Gonsalves that's holding up Lastra. Nice. Zone man. You guys back off. Back off. Lastra did finally get near the front, but of course we're at the top of the climb now, so we've done no damage to the field. The field itself has done damage, just not by us. 66 riders now, 56 riders now. Lastra, go ahead and sit up. You're just going to provide protection now. We're going to go old school with this. And when we hit that climb, I'll just use Lastra to help me out. It's enough of a descent there. The flat is only, what, 5 or 6K? If I can build up a pretty good lead, I think I need to take it from a ways out. Just don't think waiting for that final climb is going to work.
But I'd bet on some sort of tactical choice.
Really surprised that Kung is the one at the front doing the work. We're down to 58, so nearly ready. That's good. Lastra will be able to use his bury himself thing again. Speed up for right now. Alright, why are we going backwards again here? Let's get back up there a little bit. Okay, we're going to start pushing. Astra. Dig deep. He's going to drop off, and then we're going to accelerate off.
A courageous rider is looking to break away.
Okay with the red bar going away because we're going to hit the top and then recover red bar. And that did not use up the yellow bar, so I pulled 46 seconds off the field here. We have more descent coming in a moment. 52 seconds, 58 seconds, it's over a minute. Chase group is shrinking. Not as much as I expected though. In fact, last try didn't even get dropped. But we're holding a minute. $16K to go.
The riders are entering the last 15 kilometers of the stage.
Slow down somewhat here. Use my gel here really soon. I want it for that climb. Go back to an 81. Okay, bad flat rating, so I'm down to 40 seconds. I can pull back a little bit, 30 seconds. Way too long, these flat sections, it's way too long. Maybe I should have waited for this final climb, because now my energy is quite low. 18 seconds, they've caught me. They caught me. Dang it. Now I've got nothing left to attack with. So now we're just going to try to sit on. It's a group of 18, but not what I was hoping for at all. Recovering really quick though. Can I beat these guys in a sprint? I have good acceleration. 76. I've got a lead out guy in Lastra. 3K to go. I've got the energy now to fight it. I'm recovering really quick. 2.8K. Almost. Okay, there we go. 2.6. Ooh, he can transcend himself again. Let's go with a 94 for him. 99. Come on. Lastra. Oh, he's pushing. I'm just stuck in the crowd. Awesome. Come on. Get through here. Oi! Hey! Wow. Sprint. The pause wasn't working. It just lagged really bad. I was stuck on Gonsalves. We're just now starting the sprint with 100 meters to go. It didn't pause. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Not the result I was hoping for. That was weird. I could have won that. Dang. The pause didn't pause. It had me on Gonsalves for a minute when it should have been on me. So that part was my bad. But then it didn't pause. And yeah, Whatever. We've got our contract. That's the important part. And I will see you next time. Bye.